Okay, now sesiyenzile lento lena. Okay, senzani ke la after sesiconvectile lana. Okay, okokuqala angithi la seqalesa enable le panel yethu. I-panel lethu phezulu besithe false. So now here sesifuna ukuthi uma i-user i-clicka this type of employee, click button and then bese sithi true. So our panel will be shown up. Okay, so now sifuna uma sivela i-panel yethu izobe siveza ne-information lapho khona i-user mele type in i-percentage le commission nani futhi nama total sales. So kulama total sales we need to convert that. So si converter ini lama lokunjani angithi lama values they are from the design noma they are from the GUI. So mele sithathe lawo ma values siwasave phi, siwasave lama variable name lawa siwadeclare here in this class. So now we need to assign the data into what? Into the property structure. Njoba senzile nala bes-assigna ini le data esistorishwe kuphi kulama variable names to what? To the property structure. So lama property structure asikwazi ukwa accessa ngaphandle ukuthi sibe nane instance noma i-object esizoyisebenzisa to access those property structures from where? From this class, So now into esiyenzile, okay, we are done with assigning data to this one. Then what is left to assign it data foot again to this cells. Okay, we're going to say obj again, obj p dot property structure for sales, for total sales equal to. Okay, now sesithatha lama sales lawa esiwadeclare here locally phezulu and then sesipaste la and then semicolon. Done. Into ke manje esele yini sokusela ukuthi manje bese sibiza ini i-method. Remember, our main aim here is to calculate what? The salary. So now we need to call what? The method that we calculated where in this class, because we already calculated what? The salary. Here is the method. We already calculated what? The salary. So now the only thing that we can do is to access this method. So now kuzoba simple ukuthi si access the method. Why? Because it's public here. So now it's simple. If besite private, it's difficult to see access. But now since we said public, it's simple. So we can access this one. The method, you know, sitting our mind. So we access the method. Remember, we declared in salary ngapha phezulu. We declared salary here. Yes. So now you can variable name esiyidingayo. We're going to copy this one. Let's just store khona ini le method le esifakile la. I'm going to take this method and assign the data to this variable. Okay, so now sizoyenza kanjani lonto leyo? Sizobeka ilokhu zethu then salary equal to obj p dot, then we call the method now. So if mhlambe sinama methods amaningi besizowabiza kanjena. This is the way of calling what? The method. Okay, nansi ke method yethu iyavela. Yabo immediately nje umubeka ilokhu zila yakuvezela ukuthi double payroll, this is the name of the class dot calc, and then bese yakufakela ama bracket yakhombisa this is the method, so it must have what? The bracket. Uma kuyi method it must have what? The bracket. Okay, so now we are going to select this one and put this small bracket and then semicolon. Otherwise if ungafakanga lama bracket la ukuzukhombisa ukuthi this is the method, izoba ne error. Why is it a method le? Last calculate khona vele ini salary. Uma u create method kumele kube nama bracket, otherwise that is not a method. So now le method le isinayo salary because isishilo la egcineni sazothi return salary. So now this method contains the salary that we calculated here, and then now into siyenzayo we don't call this one because this one is now stored where? In this method. Into esiyenza ukuthi nokwamanje ukuthi sithathe le method ngoba iyona esicontainer everything esicalculatiwe. We're just going to call this method and assign it where? To this variable, to this local attribute. So now we are done about what? About calling the method. Calling a method. We are done ngalokho. So now what do? We are done ngamanje ngani ngale condition kabani? Ka commission. What else now is it? We need to check what if the user selected what? Selected the overtime employee. Now we're going to say else if employee type employee type. Okay, so here you must be careful because two izinto lezi manje ekhuluma employee type. Remember, this is a combo box because we're going to see CMP as funny or negative because a combo box is not our local variable, but it's still a local variables. At least we have local variables. So we are dealing with what? With local variables. So now here we're going to select this one equal to, and then append double quote. Yini is the overtime. So we check in ukuthi ngabe use select any overtime employee. So here there's no need here ukuthi igama lakho uzolihlanganise or what. So uyahlukanisa here because vele this is a string kahle kahle igama le string, so vele uyakwazi ukulibhala kuhlukaniseke kahle ukuze umuntu akwazi ukubona ukuthi yini kahle kahle le. So there's no need ukuthi lokhu ukuhlanganise because this is not a variable name. The variable name iyona engafuni ukuthi ibe ne space, but this one is a string, so it can have a space. So now, so to open a curly bracket, so the same thing is calculated. No, we're not calculating, but we are calling what? And the method here. We're going to call now our property structures if a corner, if a dingega, njengoba senzile la. So lena is simple lena because we just calculated here. We just calculated, this one is simple. We just calculated the salary. It doesn't have mhlambe ama conditions amaningi udinga siwacheke. The only thing that you can do is to call the method here. Into nje kumele siyenzela is to call the method because ayikho any information omele sicele from the user. The only thing that we can do here is to display what noma is to assign data from the method. We're going to say salary equal objp dot calc salary, and then bese sifaka ama bracket. Okay, omunye uzozibuza ukuthi why ngithi salary and then bese ngithi equal to objp. Okay, remember ukuthi lo objp ngithe mina uyingane ngamanye amagama. This is the child. This is the child of this class. Le class leli yini lo payroll. Ngamanye amagama lo it is small class noma this is the child for what? For payroll. Ukuze thina sikwazi uaccessa lo calc salary, kumele sibe nayo le class leli eli child of the main class. Why? Because lona manje sisimsebenzisa as a main key noma ngathini. Yes, this is our key that we can use. This is the public key esingakwazi ukuyisebenzisa to do what? To get onke to get ama properties noma ama attribute as what declare kuphi lapha ku payroll class. So now ukuze sikwazi access this method, we need an instance that we created ukuze sikwazi access this thing. Otherwise ngeke sikwazi access le method. So here ku part 10 there's no need to do another calculations because ama calculations sesiwenzile already here ku payroll class. Payroll class we did the calculations for what? For salary. So now we have got the salary here. The only thing that you can do with part 10 is to call the method because the method contains the salary. Okay, so here into siyenzile we are done. Ngani ngokucalla method we have called in the method here. So now we are done. Into omele siyenze now is to display what? The results. So my results we are told which is what display up here. Let me check here. Number 6, they say display the employee number 1 and the name and the salary into what? Into the label LPL salary. Okay, so now remember what we declared LPL salary dot text. Remember what this thing is from the GUI. So onke ama results noma yonke input noma yonke information esi collector ku GUI is a text. So what LPL salary dot text equal to yini into yokuqala efuna si display la mele siqale ngesalary because iyona nto main key noma main aim emishile. So isalary esizoyifaka la iyona yilo salary lo because lo salary contains what? The values from the calc salary method. Now lama results lawo sesiwastoreshe kuphi kule variable le. So le variable le now iyona somele sisebenzise to display the results where kulo LPL salary. Senza kanjani ke manje? Going to say salary dot to string open the bracket. Okay, why ke manje ngithi la salary dot to string? Angithi usalary u-double, u-LBL uyi-text. Manje why ngithi dot to string? Ngifuna ukuthi ke at least convert lo salary to string. Remember ukuthi string is equal to a text. So now ngifuna ukuthi kungabe inga-confuseke ukuthi why is 78 double to me, because mina I'm a text. So that's why manje ngizo-convert this one ukuze kuhambisane. So now remember ukuthi salary is money. So ukuze lento leni ikwazi ukuthi isivezele u-R for rands and nama-comma for ama-cents. Sikwenza kanjani lokho? And then inside this bracket we need to put what? Double quote here, and then put a capital letter C. Lo capital letter C umele ukuthi currency. Yini currency? Currency yaziwa ukuthi imali, uhlobo oluthile olwemali. So la sifuna ukuthi isidisplay le value le esizoyithatha la idisplay njengemali. Iqale ngo-R and then bese iveze amount and then bese ifaka nama cent. If mhlambe ku 00 cents izofaka lo dot 000. Okay, so now okay, we are not done. Remember they said we must display what? The employee number again and then the employee name. So now yini esizoyenza la, we need to put a plus. Bese sithi open bracket. Kulama bracket lawa I'm going to put a new line \n. Oh, it must be a small n. Why ngifaka lo \n? Ngifuna ukuthi create a new line. After these values mele ithi new line. Okay, after this izofaka imali la, then ngezansi ifaka any employee what? Okay, sorry. And then ngifuna ukuthi ngithi plus here, plus sithi ke employee number, ngivule ispace kancane bese lapha ke ngizothi plus. So kumele ke manje la ngifake bani ku-employee number engudeclareile lapha kulelo kunjani kulama local variables. Okay, again phinde ngithi plus. So la why ngenze kanje? Ngishilo ukuthi lokhu kuzo create a new line. So mangithi plus ngiya concatenate. This is a concatenation rule. Ngiya concatenate ngihlanganisa izinto eziningi here. Futhi manje bese ngivezela lele gama leli lo employee number, ivula space bese ifaka i-value ke manje le yi-employee number. And then lo plus lo ngiya concatenate futhi ngifuna ukuthi increate what? A new line ukuze zingahlangani lezi zinto. Lo \n stands for new line. You are creating a new line and then plus ngiya concatenate futhi again. So now yini ke manje ngifuna ukuthi display la, ngifuna display igama elithi employee name like this, and then outside this mele ngifake ini i-variable name e-container it. Okay, let me open a space here because uma ungavulanga space kuzohlangana, kuzovela kuhlangane le gama lale employee phinde lo employee lelo gama lizohlangana nalo name lo. So sifuna kungahlangani kuvuleka ispace kancane. So la masithi plus sesifaka le variable name eyini name, and then this is going to be employee name. Maybe we said name. Yes, name. We said name. So we are done now. Siqedile kanjena uma icode yakho ikanjena iphelele. So izoveza ini isalary ithi new line, and then leli gama leli izovela ngezansi kwesalary bese ifaka leyo employee number, and then iphinde futhi create a new line ngezansi kwalo employee number ifake lo employee name bese ifaka ini i-value from what? The name of employee izobe sivela eceleni wani kwale employee name. So now we are done ke manje ngecode yethu. Into omele siyenze is to run the code. Okwamanje ngisathi save all and then ngizobe sengiyirana ke. Okay, icode yethu ngizoyirana ke ku session elandelayo, isession yokugcina ke leyo. Just kuzobe kurun icode nje. Okay, thank you.